Welcome everyone to another video. Today we are gonna be explaining in a very simplified way the difference between the team managed and the company managed projects in Jira. Let me tell you right from the start, team managed is, let's say you have 10 members, you want to have the control over everything, you want to start as quickly as possible, and you want to have as minimum configurations as possible because you want everything simplified and straight to the point. Then team managed projects are actually for you. However, company managed projects, if you're working as Jira admin, not like 90% of the time, 100% of the time, you will be creating the company managed projects because first of all, it has much more options when it comes to the customization. You can customize screens, you can customize permissions, you can customize the layouts. In team managed projects, the issue types are actually the layouts as well, so everything is in one feature. And also you have detailed permission schemes, and in team managed it's a simple workflow, everything is simplified, while in the company managed, you have customizable workflow statuses and issue transitions. But let me show you. So let us create the team managed project. All right. So let's start with that one. Okay, we're not gonna need the Confluence space. There we go. So this is what we get. You can add a new column. You can create issues as well. When you add a column in here, when you see it, this really reminds on Trello. Like when you create this, you would think of Trello. You also have the insights. You have to view the settings as well. When you click here, you can configure the board. You can also manage the custom fields and configure the board. So when we go and configure the board, this is what we get. And also, when I go for the details, this is what we get. For the axis, it's named axis, and in company managed, it's named people. You have notifications options. You can configure that as well. You can configure the automation, issue types, and within the issue types here, you can add the issue types and change the layout as well. And also you have for the features, you have custom filters, so you can create your own filters. You have columns and statuses, you have card over images, and you have the timeline. That is it. Now let us create the company managed project. And I believe that you already know the difference of a company managed and team managed project when you create it. But let's do it anyway. So I'm going to type in here company managed. I'm going to click on next. All right, so I'm going to continue. This is what we get. First of all, first things first, reports are here. So in team managed, you had insights. All right. And you also here have insights. So reports. You also have for the issues. Then you have components. And in here you can add the components. So this is for the Compass components. We don't need those. We need Jira components. And I want to write any feedback in here. So first of all, let me dismiss this. Then you have releases where you can create versions of, let's say you have the release 1, release 2, release 3.0, and etc. Now let's go to project settings. Now the first thing, summary. Alright, everything summarized, where you have versions, components, roles, permissions, notifications, development tools. You have settings, issue checklist 3. Actually, this is the app that was added in here. You have fields, screens, workflows, and issue types. Then you of course have for the people, that is similar to the access in team managed. Then you have permissions and the permission helper. So that is the another thing that you have. So permissions in here, there is one thing that is different. What else do we have? We have for the workflows, where we can define the workflows along with the workflow schemes and actually associate the workflow scheme to the workflow of a project. For the issues, we have, first of all, we have types. We can add the types and then we can associate that with the workflow, with the field configuration, and with its screen. Then you have the issue layout. The difference is you can have the issue layout for specific issue types, and that is okay. But it's separated, as you can see. Then you have screens. You can have a create and view / edit screen. You don't have that for team managed. And yes, you have for the fields in here, you have for the custom fields to add the custom fields in team managed project, but this actually uses a field configuration. Then you have the issue collectors. You have the collectors in here, but you don't have that in team managed. And you have the issue security. What actually this is, issue security in here is if you want some certain members of your project that are actually in some certain role to be not seeing some of the issues within the project itself. For example, you don't want stakeholders to be seeing the I don't know, the development issues, the development tasks, for example. You also have for the components in here, where you can actually create components. And last but not least, you have the apps. Now, I think you get the picture in here on how much company managed projects have options. But if you want to stick to the simplicity and you want everything to be simple, you can choose the team managed project. That is it. Thank you for your time. Bye.